Does this build-up feel different to the other finals you've been in before? Do you sense your chances are? Does it feel different somehow?
Yeah, completely. To be 100% honest, well, it feels different. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I have not a good memory for that, but I'm pretty sure after when we played the European Cup final, it was 4 days after the last game. So you have to do pretty much the same amount of media things and everything. We have to travel, all this stuff. So it's really no time to really recover from intense season. It was a season with, I think, 63 games or something like that. So it was clear you have to ignore the intensity actually and try to come through in the game. And now, of course, it's different. It was, again, a very intense season with, unfortunately, a lot of injuries, man, that led to the situation that a lot of players had to play a lot of games. And so I was really happy already with the week before the Brighton game that we had that and could use that. You could see it in the game, how the boys get the benefit of a training week like this. So now we are here in the second week of preparation for the Champions League final. Yes, it feels different because it is different and it's better.
And you get a sense of the mood of the camp as well. Some confidence and but you like them to play angry, don't you? So
we will be angry. That's easy. They want to have the cup. That makes me already angry when I already think about it. So they had it so long, so they can give it away now if they want. And it's. Yeah, but we will be in the right mood. So, but first and foremost, it's important that we really that we bring the boys in the right shape. So there is no doubt about attitude. Yeah, we need to be brave as well. We have to come in that mood again as well. That's not natural that you're in the biggest occasions that you are really brave. But we were so far, and so that's what we have to be again. Be ready to make mistakes. If you try to avoid mistakes all over the pitch, you cannot play football. So be this kind of in the mood, and that's what we really will try to do, of course, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is today the last day where we have to do something else apart from preparing the game. So today, big media day and stuff like that, but it's part of the deal, so no problem with that. But from tomorrow on, again, we prepare the game with the right things, hopefully. I'm quite confident that we'll do the right things, and then we'll play the game, and that's a big one.
At the last time Liverpool played Real Madrid, there'll be a lot of nostalgia going back to 1981, but more recently, November 2014, Liverpool lost 1-0. You arrived the following October, and just 2.5 years on, it's likely that not one player from that Liverpool starting 11 will start this time around. So that shows how quickly things have changed under you.
Well,
you're thinking, aren't you? Hendo was on the bench.
Oh, okay.
Emre Can, well, if he's selected in the starting 11, then he would have done both.
Ah, okay.
Lallana started, but unlikely to start this time. But you're obviously picking a side. I'm just assuming.
Okay,
but there is a chance that
no, it doesn't show how much change on the mid. It shows how football is actually. If things. So I think in exactly the same time, I'm not 100% sure, but the lineup for Real Madrid didn't change that much. Huh?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's why it's an interesting comparison, because Real Madrid, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Kroos, Isco, they're all still there. Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema.
Yeah.
They've kept the same side.
So that we spoke about in England, we always speak about transfer windows and change the team and bam, do that and this, and obviously it can work in a different way as well. So and that's I like that, to be honest. So having a good team together and work together, you need to be lucky with injuries. And so they all played pretty much through these years. That's really rare. Now there's a big game. I remember 1 or 2 years ago, I'm not sure, but in a big game, Champions League semi-final, so much, again, best lineup, starting 11, all fit, all fresh. The difference is that the Spanish league really is different to the English league, so especially with the quality of Madrid. So that means they change 7-8 players on a weekend. We can't do that. We did it in the beginning of the season, very often rotated stuff done, then still injuries were there because very intense times and stuff like that. So that's a big difference. But it's not me that changed so much. It's really the world of football. If it doesn't work out, 100%. You try to improve, you try to make the next step, and that's what we did. And I said it before the season, I'm really happy with the team. Unfortunately, we don't have that team together anymore. You can imagine, you can remember probably the plan was to keep Phil Coutinho and bring Virgil van Dijk in, and having Ox and all that stuff, not either or. And yeah, that would have been a nice team as well, and Mo Salah and all this stuff. So the idea was obviously good. It did not work out 100%, but so far so good. And now the biggest game of our common history on Saturday.
And it feels that Liverpool are on an upward trajectory. Is there maybe a tiny hope that Real Madrid are a side that's just past their peak? I mean, it was a hell of a peak, but
no, I don't hope that. I don't think that. It's not about that. In football, it's possible to win a football game. You don't rely really on the other team. Of course, it's important who they are, but it's not about hoping that they cannot perform or whatever. If they can perform or not, they have a big influence on that. So they are much more experienced than we are. They are 14, 15 times world class. We are not world class. We are top class. We are really good. We cannot go to the Champions League final, but they proved that they have world champions, European champions, all that stuff in their team. And not only one time. I don't know how often Ramos won world or European championships plus Champions League. Also, we cannot be that on that level. But in football, in a specific game, yes, it's possible, and that's the only thing what I believe in. It's not important what you've done in the past. It's not even important what you can do in the future. It's only important what you can do in this specific moment, and for that, we have to be prepared. And that's not guaranteed that we will be at 100%, but we have the chance to do it. So I think it's worth a try, and that's exactly the situation we are in. We are really looking forward to it. And there will be Friday night, Saturday morning, whenever. There will be a moment when you feel the intensity. It's quite difficult to breathe in moments like this. But in the game, after the first whistle, we will be there again. And then let's try. Whatever you need, whatever you can do, run for your life, fight for your life, play football, the best way you can, prepare direction, passing, all that stuff. And help each other, whatever you need. But let's put it in. We did it already plenty of times. That's it, not really in this season. So we have to do it again on highest level, and then we have a chance.
Seize the moment. Have you stamped your character on this Liverpool team now? Do you feel that?
I don't think that I want to stamp my character on this team. I want then the character of the club. I think that's more the target. Yeah, this club is very emotional. This club is very lively, very hardworking. How I think really very football smart, and all these things. So that's what I want us to be, and. It's not. I cannot ignore my nature or my character. I don't want, but it fits in a few departments obviously quite well, where we all are pretty similar. But if the boys are not like that, I can shout, I can do whatever I want, I can ask for whatever I want. It would not be possible. So it's the way we play is because the boys are able to do so. If we are here because of the way we play. If we would have played like Juventus Turin, for example, fantastic team, we would go out in the group stage. No chance. You cannot play like somebody else. You have to find your own way and push it through. Adapt. Somebody told me, or asked me, and I said, we will not change. That's not true for Real Madrid. That's not true. We adapt always. We always adapt, not change, but we adapt always. We cannot ignore the quality of the opponent. We will never do. We are in a really good moment, and I cannot avoid the thought I have constantly in my mind that when I think about the quality of Madrid, and it's so massive and but we are Liverpool, so that's how it is. You can win things with this club, and maybe a little bit more likely in Europe than in England, but you can win things, and that's cool. And I really think we deserve to be in the final. And if you are in the final, you have to be ready for the best team on the other side, and that's what we have to make sure.
Your message on the opening day of your managership was you wanted the fans to change from doubters to believers. You feel you've got the belief.
Yes, in this moment, I think in this moment the people believe. But to be 100% honest, the first time really since I'm in, not now since a week or so, but in this season it grew. And we played a good season last year, but it was clear that everybody, when we played good football, then it was always, but they didn't play during the week. So they had 1 full week preparation, stuff like that. And it was still close enough. We needed to win the last match day to go to the Champions League qualifier. This season we had the longest European journey, obviously, of all English teams, and we still qualified for the Champions League. So big achievement. I'm really proud of what they did there. So, and yes, in a moment, people believe in this team. But now it's easy to be 100% honest. We had a fantastic game last match day. Then we are qualified for the Champions League finals. Very positive, everything. And I really hope that we can use that moment. But the proof will be what is coming then and all that stuff from all sides. But it's all good. I really like the change of the situation that I feel now. Really, our fans are really behind that team, and not the teams of 81, 84, 2005, stuff like that. They don't have to use their brain too much for old memories to enjoy football. So it's really, you can enjoy the moment with these boys, and I'm really happy about that, and I hope we can do it on Saturday.
Enjoy the moments.